Here is a 1980 PE 175 restored from top to bottom. I had this bike back when I was probably 12 to 15 years old. Rode it and parked it from probably, it's like 1983 to 2010. Within that time frame, my nephews had gotten onto it, rode a little bit. I really do wish I had pictures and a video of what it looked like before, but it didn't look anything like this. My dad brought it down to me. I'm here in Ashburn, North Carolina, and had the original tires on it. So I went and just got the tires replaced on it, figuring they were all dry rotted, and started from there. And I said, I'm just going to paint the frame. Well, I started getting into the frame and taking the pieces off, and here I took the whole thing apart. Took it all the way down to the frame. Got the paint, the frame powder coated. Got the swing arm powder coated, and some of the other metal parts cleaned up and powder coated. Didn't have to do anything with the engine. Engine was running fine, but I had to just repainted the engine. Cleaned up the carburetor. There's a new air filter in there. As you can see, there's new shocks put on. Put an aftermarket silencer on there. There's a new seat cover. Put a new seat cover on it. A gripper. It came from New Zealand. It's pretty cool. Keeps you in the seat pretty good. Didn't have to do anything with the tank. Tried to restore some of the plastic on it, the front fender. Cleaned it up pretty good. Put new shock covers on there. Yeah, painted everything that I possibly could. Cleaned up the spokes as best that I could with some sandpaper, and then smoothing it over with some really fine sandpaper. New, let's see, handlebars are new. They were crooked. When I first put them on, it was kind of crooked. This is a pain in the neck. The throttle, the old grips were intertwined with the throttle tube. So to get the throttle tube off, I had to grind off the old grip, and then when I put it on the new handlebars, the powder coating on the bars wouldn't allow the throttle to go back and forth, so I had to strip that down. That was fun. Let's see what else is new. New bearings in front, steering bearings, front, top and bottom. The triple tree got powder coated as well. Also, I put on the hand guards. I did. The exhaust pipe has been powder coated, but it's going to come off. It's not. It's going to get too hot, but it looks good for right now. Like I said, painted the engine. There's a new throttle cable. Throttle cable, when I took it off, I guess the inside just got frayed up and it wouldn't work, so I put a new cable on there. And every nut, bolt, screw, washer on this bike, every single one, has been through a wire brush wheel on a grinder. Every single one, to take all the rust off and all the years of 30 years, because it's 1980. So that took some time. It took 2 months to restore this thing. Skid plate got powder coated. There's new springs. New little rubber for the Kickstarter. Like I said, there's new springs throughout. Let's see. Progressive shocks. Put those on there. Like I said, new Bridgestone tires. New chain. I cleaned the plastic up as best that I could. In the Ashburn powder coating. Thanks, BJ, for doing all the powder coating on the bike. I think it looks pretty good. The back fender came from DC Plastics. I don't like the traditional look of the PE 175, the way it comes down and it goes kind of like the Enduro look. I like more of the motocross, so it's a YZ 125 1980 rear fender. And I did make one mistake on this whole bike. I put on the back fender before putting the seat back on because I was waiting for the cover, and I drilled out in the plastic where it went, where I thought it would go, because I tried to get it up as high up on this bar that I possibly could go. And as you can see, there should be a little gap in there, and but that's the only little mistake that I think that I made on here. Let's see, what else did I do on this thing. It's got new bearings. Let's see, everything. It's got new bearings in the swing arm. I took the swing arm off. I took everything apart, but they were rotted out and dried out, so I got new ones in there. What else did I put? I got a new back brake lever. It was broken, and it wasn't the original one, so I had gotten a new one of those. Let's see what else. Like I said, new chain. The chain guard got powder coated. But other than all, the bike was in still great shape whenever I had gotten it. Running wise anyways. Aesthetically it didn't look as nice as this does now. Like I said, it took 2 months to get this sucker going. A little bit here, a little bit there. But that's my PE 175, 1980. Sounds pretty good. 30 years old, man. You can't beat that. I'm gonna have fun riding it. This is the last time it's gonna be this clean. Trust me, after 2 months, I'm thinking to myself, why do I want to get this thing clean? I don't want to get it dirty, but an hour later, 2 months of prep time, 2 months of restore time, an hour later, and I had a blast. She held up pretty good. Little noises here and there that I gotta take a look at, see what it is, but overall she ran pretty good. What's up, dog?